This is a free call from an inmate
My
at
brother
Tony
always
Tower
played
Unit.
basketball
This
games.
call
He
is
always
recorded
played
and
2K.
subject to monitoring.
And it always was around me. And sometimes I used to get on the game and play with him. Man, let's come out, let's hoop, man. Let's go hoop, man. What y'all want to do?
Yes, sir.
Basketball is a lifesaver for me. Always was. Good steal, good steal.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports.
Hold on. When did you say? 1998? 1998. Michael Jordan won championships from 96 through 98. 91 to 93. And 95 and 96. 94 and 95. The Rockets won them years, didn't they? Yeah, the Rockets won back to back. Because everybody kept saying, oh, they only won because Michael Jordan wasn't there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guess what? And guess what? Jared didn't even make that cause. His son did that. That what me and OC said. Me and OC said that's good. You need to sit his old ass down somewhere. Go sit your ass out in the ocean. Go sit your ass out there in the ocean on that $1 billion yacht you got. Okay. Well, let me know when it is, and probably me and OC are planning a day and come up there, a weekend and come up there. We'll schedule a visit. You won't know, so you won't know until you get called out. Woo. You already know. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. 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 Uh-huh. Yeah, just me and baby girl. Yeah. Yeah, it still should be in my phone. Hold on, let me check and make sure. Hold on. Make sure.
Ready for some NBA. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Dixon. Howard is out there with Banchero. Then there's Anderson. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for Dallas, we've got Thompson. Hardy is out there with Ellis. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Prosper in at the 4-man position. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Lively. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Banchero following the score by Dallas. A floater. It's rebounded by Dallas. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Anderson's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Thompson, rebounded by Howard. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anderson against Thompson. Tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First person to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Anderson. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now here's Hardy. He's covered by Suggs. Nice shot by Thompson.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Left side Anderson. He kicks it to Howard. Pass to Suggs. Shoots over Hardy. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Ellis surveying the D. The rebound by Anderson.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Pass to Dixon. Anderson outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Banchero, that's good.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now here's Hardy. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Get your ass out of here. Go. Get back in there. You in trouble. You know that. Bye.
What'd you do?
I didn't split you had. I didn't know I had water.
Yeah, I washed it off. I rinsed it off. Some chips.
Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Suggs. The dish to Howard. There's the pass to Dixon. Anderson with the ball. Lively defending. Anderson kicks to Howard. 4 on the shot clock. And he banks in the lane.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mavericks trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Thompson. Over Howard. And it's good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
How about the elevation from Klay Thompson? His jumper is sweet and it's pure, and it doesn't matter if the defender is there or not.
Suggs finds Banchero. Back to Suggs. Stolen by Lively. Ellis outside from 13. Rebound by the Magic. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Banchero passes to Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 6.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. Black comes in for Howard. Clarkson, he's checked in for Dixon. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Now, here's Gafford. Now, here's Washington. Lock at 6. Now, here's Marshall. T right on him. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 8. Anderson with the block. Stolen by Anderson. Anthony down low. The kick out to Anderson. He dishes it to Black. Mavericks with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
And finished off by Anderson.
Cole Anthony's teammates appreciate playing with him because they know if they're open, he's going to find them.
Hardy passes to Washington. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Christie, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And here's a look at the stats for Black. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Mavericks trail by 10. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Hardy passes to Marshall. From outside, off the mark. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Magic. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Hardy passes to Christie. And here's Hardy. Marshall inside the three-point line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Magic leading by 10. Clarkson outside. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Washington. Now here's Gafford. Pass to Hardy. Here's Christie. 5 on the clock. Orlando grabs the miss. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Carter. Olynyk comes in for Howard. Dixon's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Black's subbed in for Anthony. On the court for Orlando, Olynyk is out there with Anderson. Then there's Black. Then there's Dixon. And it's Banchero in at the small forward position. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He had 44 points, and he was efficient out there. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Dixon. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll, but it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And he makes the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Olynyk, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Banchero. Here's Hardy. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Dixon. To the inside. Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Assisted by.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Now here's Ellis. He has yet to score. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to Black. To the middle and taken away by Ellis. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. And there's the pass to Hardy. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Dixon. He has 6. Anderson in the post. Washington's on him. 6 to shoot. Bitadze can't hit. Mavericks trail by 17. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dallas shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Pass to Gafford. Pass to Hardy. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Out to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Black.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball following the bucket by Orlando. Here's Gafford. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Anderson right side. Buzzer beater.
With a score.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
29.
Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Ellis is out there with Hardy. Then it's Derek Lively. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Prosper in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Hardy. Still without a basket. Here's Prosper. Down low, Lively. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Derek Lively, at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Here's Dixon. Pass to Anderson. And he drops it in from the low post. Anderson's got 20 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Suggs looking around. Left side, Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Prosper. Thompson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got 15.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Dixon passes to Anderson. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 22.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Ellis right side. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Leave stuff alone.
And there's Banchero on the assist from Suggs. 11 points in the game.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And the pass to Lively. Over Anderson. Lively's shot is off.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Suggs passes to Anderson. Here's Dixon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
The Magic have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Dallas making a switch here. Christie's checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Anderson. And he sinks the second. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Here's Dixon, and the foul on Wendell Carter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Dixon.
Magic substitution, Cole Anthony.
Mavericks trail by 20. Passes it to Lively. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Hardy. Here's Christie. He's covered by Suggs. Fires at the elbow. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Carter pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Banchero. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
But how about the finish through contact by Paolo Banchero? Very tough to guard this guy because of that big-time frame.
Now here's Hardy. Covered by Anthony. Doesn't go that time. To the paint. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Banchero. And it's 6 points for Jalen Suggs. And the Mavericks call time here.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Black comes in for Howard. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Washington. The pass to Hardy. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Marshall. Fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Magic have gotten 5.
Substitution
Checked in for Dallas. The Magic also changing it up. Anderson comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Suggs. Here's Anthony. 1:49 left to play in the third. Washington against Anderson. Off target at the rim. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Marshall kicks to Ellis. Over Anthony. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Anderson. Here's Bitadze, covered by Gafford. Clock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Second, the Mavericks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Washington, that's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Washington. Anderson with the block. It's Black in the corner. It's rebounded by Dallas. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 in their longest homestand of the year.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Count the basket. And it's now 26 points for MP.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Anderson is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Mason in at the 3. And the shot is good. Martin's got his first points of the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Thompson kicks to Powell. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Shepard. With the fadeaway. Rebound by Olynyk.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Anderson inside, guarded by Powell. Olynyk the pass to Anthony. Magic moving the ball around. Anderson against Powell. And finished off by Anderson.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Dallas shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Now Shepard. Banked in off the glass. Shepard's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Anderson dishes to Mason. Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Anderson in the post. Powell on him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Shots good by Clarkson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Powell, the pass to Martin. Anderson with the block. Anthony down low. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Anthony.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Clarkson passes to Anderson. The feed to Olynyk. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Martin wide open. He fires. Orlando grabs the miss.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Anthony finds Anderson. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Assist goes to
34 points for MP.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Martin. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Olynyk the pass to Anderson. Outside Anthony. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Anthony. 3 points.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Shepard the pass to Thompson. Down low.
Magic foul. Kelly Olynyk. First personal foul. First team.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Hardy, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Cole Anthony, and he can't get the first one.
At the line for
We've
Dallas.
seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Martin.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Hardy passes to Thompson. And here's Hardy. Driving to the basket. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points. And now, yes, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Get your butt down. You ain't supposed to be up here. Get down, slick ass. Get down.
What constituted the original personal foul? Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Black in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread, and obviously it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
It's blocked.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Hardy passes to Washington. Lively with it. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Anderson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anthony kicks to Anderson. Six to shoot. And Anderson slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going up hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power. Let me show you the way.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I keep the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank. I'm surrounded. Even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promise every note get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's gonna